the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Hopkins this year, over 1,000 yards again. 4th time that he's done that in 6 NFL seasons. He had 1,572 to be exact.
And that was second only to Atlanta's Julio Jones. And you have to think the return of Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position, taking all the starts this year, that had to help because we've seen DeAndre Hopkins have big seasons with multiple quarterbacks, but have that one consistent guy only elevates his play.
Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And right away he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Slow. Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. That was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the 2 of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. Now it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 38 yards, and the Texans will extend their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Mahomes to throw on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Left, 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 left. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Slow, slow, slow.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Richmond.
On first down, Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the third team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Z. Slow, slow, slow. Slow.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tiger. 2 jet.
Watson looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Staying on his feet. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Open space inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Miller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z, 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 Z.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Shakes off the sack. He shakes him off. Buying time. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. And this will be a touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ending up with a solid game.
Now Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards.
Left, 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 left. Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
You got him. You got him.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.